Alright, back at it again with another installment and another synchronous trick, which is kind of a rarity. Here we can see 8x6x, 4x6x in a symmetrical way. And this was actually filmed on the same day as the previous one, 9555756, which should also tell you that this trick was not that hard to learn, but it's a lot of fun. And you can kind of consider it in a sense of like doing Wimpy with 6 balls, but in an actually cool way and in an actually skilled way. As this trick is way more legit than running 6-ball Wimpy could ever hope to be. I got the idea of this trick from a video from Alex McGilvray from his 7 years of juggling, I think. And if I remember correctly, then he did something like a 6-up within that side swap, back to that side swap, or something similar to that. And I found the trick really interesting and not that difficult, so I got to practicing it right away. And aside from the fact that you kinda have to be quite delicate about how you space the crossing balls, it's really not that bad. And I can definitely recommend it for a beginner with 6-ball juggling. But running it for longer than a few rounds can be a bit tricky. Especially since you have that little 4x going on the bottom of the pattern. And it kind of functions as a 3 in all other patterns. And if you've seen the videos or talked to me about 6-ball tricks, then you should know that 3s within 6-ball tricks are always really hard. This trick is an exception to that rule, as this 4x is not as bad as the 3s in most other 6-ball tricks, but it can be quite tricky and it can definitely mess up your rhythm if you don't really have that much experience with 6-ball sideswaps so far. If you want to learn this trick, however, then the one thing that you want to focus on is the 2 6x going to each side. And the way that I ran this pattern was that on each round, I made sure that the 6x was in the correct place and with the correct timing. And if I just focused on that, then the rest of the pattern kind of flowed together and I was able to maintain the pattern long enough to get to 100 catches. And even back to the base pattern, which is something that you're not going to see a lot of in the later entries, especially around the 90s, where I don't think I really go back to cascade at all. Or fountain, it's not a cascade. So enjoy it while it lasts. Yeah, and I guess that's pretty much everything I have to say about this trick. It's quite solid, I really like the visual look of it. And it's a cool way to make crossing throws in the synchronous 6-ball pattern actually look cool. So highly recommend it, tier A, but quite an easy trick to learn. And that's all I have to say for this one. See you next time. Have a good day.